Today I'm back with the ultimate Catfish build on NBA 2K21. I know this build is gonna be one of the best point guard builds, if not the best, in NBA 2K21. And here's why. This is literally the 2K21 version of the BP offensive threat build from NBA 2K20. And if you played NBA 2K20, you should know that the offensive threat 6-3 was one of the most used builds in NBA 2K20 and also most popular. So with this version in NBA 2K21, and with it also being a Catfish build, I know for a fact this is going to be one of the best, and I mean best, guard builds in NBA 2K21. And when you play mans in the park, they're not going to expect it, because you have lock take, and your name is Slasher. But you can shoot, dunk, dribble, and play defense. So let's get right into it. So first, you put your first name, last name, and then for the position, what you want to do is you want to make it a shooting guard, because unlike NBA 2K20, shooting guards get better physicals this year. So last year, if you made a point guard, you would have had more badges, more speed, more vert, but this year, shooting guards actually have more badges and the better physicals. So that's one of the changes they made in NBA 2K21. So everybody's out here making point guards, while you should be making shooting guards. For the hand, go with whatever you want, and same thing for the jersey number. So we're gonna go with the third pie chart, which is the new pie chart this year, the green and blue, but with more blue. So we're gonna go with this pie chart because you're more athletic and you can get contact dunks faster. So we're gonna go with the first physical pie chart. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna max out finishing until we get to 16 badges. To get to 16, you can put it into standing dunk or post hook. It's up to you guys. And then same thing for shooting, 16 badges, max out the first 3. And for playmaking, you max out the first 2 and then put it into post moves until you get 14. And then you go into defense and do it like I did. Get perimeter defense, auto quickness, steal, and defensive rebound max, and then put block until you get 7 badges. Now with the remaining 7, you can put it into whatever you want, but you should put it into post moves to get 14 playmaking. Now, here's the badge count. You got 16, 16, 14, and 7. A well-rounded build. It can do everything offensively, and it can play defense for a guard. So body shape, go with whatever you want. I always go with builds. And for the height, if you want to dribble and be the point guard, you should put it at 6'3", because you get better ball handling, and you can speed boost, and you can do momentums. But I would say go with 6'5", because you're a shooting guard, and you can still dribble, and you're still as fast as a point guard while being able to dunk. So if you max out the wingspan, you get 84 driving dunk, which is 2 attributes away from contact dunk. But 84 is good because you already get dunks, and you can cheese baseline and hop steps like last year. And if you look at the stats, you get good defensive stats, like look at that 82 steal. And for the takeover, you got 4 options, but lock take is the best one for this Catfish build, because when people look at your build, they're gonna be like, wow, this guy has lock take and his name is Slasher, meaning he's probably a blue-red because he has lock take, and Slasher because he can dunk. But this build is actually a blue-green, meaning it can shoot and dunk and dribble since you're a shooting guard, and you can still play defense with lock take. That's why I'm recommending you go with lock takeover instead of slashing or playmaking or shot creating. But there's nothing wrong with going with the other 3. So as you can see, name is Slasher, and you have lock take, meaning your opponents are going to expect you to shoot or dribble. And moving on to the badges. Alright, so for the first 16 finishing badges, we're going to go with contact finisher, giant slayer, relentless finisher, slithery finisher, and consistent finisher or fancy forward. Depending on the hop stuff this year, if the hop stuffs are still as OP, you go with fancy. If not, you go with consistent. Moving on to shooting, of course you gotta get a range extender, auto hunter, difficult shots, deadeye, and green machine. And with your last badge, you go with hot start. And for some reason, it says you can get Hall of Fame badges, but I can only go up to gold when selecting the badges, and that's not a problem because with 16 shooting badges, that's already more than enough, and they're at gold. but it'd be a lot better if they're at Hall of Fame, of course. But even being at gold, that's a lot better than having nothing, you know. So I don't know if that's just a glitch or how the pie charts work, but we'll see in the full game. Moving on to the playmaking badges. You have to get quick first step, handles for days, unpluckable, ankle breaker, and tight handles. But if you gotta play some where you got past your teammates, Dimer and Lob City are great badges to go with. And last but not least, the 7 defending badges. You gotta go with the Clamps, Intimidator, and Interceptor. So this is the ultimate Catfish build, and don't hesitate to make this build, yo. Like I said, this is gonna be one of the best guard builds for sure in NBA 2K21. And that's the build. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. And have a great day.